So a great atmosphere has been building up in and around the stadium these last years, despite the weather. Over 3,000 Rangers fans have made the trip, 2 charter flights and 36 buses bringing them here. Capacity crowd. And there now is the Rangers side. 3 changes from the game back in Glasgow. Gordon Petric is suspended. Stephen Wright, of course, is a long-term injury. We wish him well. Ali McCoy isn't 100% fit. He's on the bench. He may come on at some stage. Charlie Miller gets a place in the starting lineup. Walter Smith was worried about playing him on this surface because he does suffer from shin splints, and that's a serious condition for a young player. Well, alongside me tonight is Davy Provan.
I think we're in for a very interesting night here, Jerry. When you look at that surface, it's going to be very tricky for all the players. I just find it astonishing, given the money that Borussia Dortmund spend every summer on players and the money they're spending on extending this stadium, that they don't have under-soil heating. I know they do close down for the winter months here, but it is astonishing, and I think both managers will be a little bit concerned over the injury risk this evening.
Well, certainly I was along here this morning at 10 o'clock, about an hour before the referee arrived, to have a look at things, and the pitch was rock hard. It really will be a problem. Rangers, in fact, had to send out for some special boots for the occasion, and they'll be hoping they do the trick for them. There's the referee, Manuel Vega from Spain, 41 years of age. Tonight's his 25th international occasion. Ominously, he was in charge when Levski knocked Rangers out of the European Cup a few years back. You remember a last-minute goal on that occasion, a hard one to take. But he's experienced, he's handled the likes of Juventus, Werder Bremen, Porto and Parma. He knows what it's about. So a great atmosphere. And let's hope that the players can turn on some kind of show. Dortmund have gone 15 games unbeaten since losing 3-1 here to Juventus way back on the 13th of September. Since then, they've had 12 wins and 3 draws. And there's Thomas Frank, who's been drafted in to the side tonight. Former under-21 player. So big changes in defence, Davey, and that should give Rangers some glimmer of hope.
Yeah, I think so. Dortmund have lost their 3 recognised central defenders, Jurgen Kohler, Matthias Sammer and Julio Cesar. So let's hope Rangers can put them under a bit of pressure this evening. I think they have to get Gascoigne on the ball. I think, strangely enough, these conditions may suit him.
Well, I know from speaking to Walter Smith this afternoon that Gascoigne was very keen to play despite the conditions. There's the Dortmund coach, Ottmar Hitzfeld. So Dortmund, of course, have already qualified for the quarter-finals, where they will meet Ajax. So we're underway here in the Westfalen Stadium. A lot of money at stake tonight, as well as pride. £500,000 for the winners. Should the match end in a draw, £250,000 each. And Dortmund have already made a lot of money out of this tournament. But as Davey said, it's quite remarkable at this level of football, there's no under-soil heating. So it's played through by Martin Cray, one of the scorers in the first game. Thomas Frank. That's frowned. And across now to Martin Cray. So a few of the Dortmund players wearing tracksuit bottoms and tights and guarding themselves against the cold. And Gary Bowen will play in the central role this evening. Again, Walter Smith was telling me that Jim McLean, his former manager at Dundee United, said that Bowen is a player who could adapt to that position. He's been playing there in the reserves recently. So we'll see how he fares tonight against this class of opposition. Dortmund might be weakened defensively, but up front they still carry a huge threat.
I think we can see already just how badly the players are struggling to stay on their feet. I think it's just as well that this match isn't a decider. Otherwise it would have been a complete farce.
Well, quite amazingly, when the referee did arrive today, he seemed more concerned about checking the dressing rooms and the dugouts and the goal nets. He didn't even walk across the pitch. It certainly is a flat surface, but as you can see, dangerous, and it has to be hoped that neither club loses a player tonight because of this. Of course, several players are on yellow cards, and from the Dortmund point of view, they won't want to miss the matches against Ajax, and certainly Rangers won't want to carry suspensions forward to any new campaign next season. This is Wolters. Cut it by Laudrup. Picked up by Jure. Very much on his own here, being pursued by Stefan Freund. That's Frank. But, Gordon Jure is going to have a long, lonely night in that role. Laudrup will try and support him as much as possible. And this is Cleland stepping in now, finding McCall. McCall keeps the run going. This is Gascoigne twisting and turning, trying to find a way through. And he gets the free kick. Paul Gascoigne has been in good form in the Premier Division in recent matches, getting himself a few goals. He starts a suspension after tonight, though. Until Boxing Day, here he is now. Trying to find a way through again, but Dortmund get it away. This is Berger. Through by Goff, picked up by McCall. Robertson stabs it through, but the offside flag is up as Jury moves forward.
I didn't think he was offside there. I thought Stefan Freund was playing him on. But as you said, it's going to be a difficult night for Gordon Jury. He's going to be asked to chase all the lost causes up front, and hopefully Rangers will get some support up to him.
Bowen, ball high into the stands. He arrived with Alec Cleland earlier this year in the joint deal from Dundee United. Let's go through now to Zopp. Again, you can see players losing their footing there. Picked up now by Andreas Müller. Through now to Thomas Frank, who's moved forward to join in the attack. The shot going in there and just wide of target. Andreas Müller. Well, he packs a great shot with both feet, does this man. So just a one Champions League goal so far, which was against Juventus here. That's just about his range. And Andy Gorham looked on anxiously. Laudrup up there very much on his own with some 5 minutes gone, and still no scoring here in the Westfalen Stadium. This UEFA Champions League match. This is Gary Bowen, again struggling to keep his feet, and that's out now for the throw. So Thomas Frank, just 19 years of age. They have such a strong squad now, Dortmund. As Davey mentioned earlier, they've spent a lot of money at the summer and in the previous year, and it certainly worked for them, bringing on their first championship, in fact, in some 32 years, and they're making the most of it. And they're actually leading the Bundesliga once again as they head into the winter shutdown, so they'll be favourites to carry it once again. This is Reinhardt. McLaren there was in 2 minds. It's very difficult for him to make a challenge in that area. This is Müller. That's Reinhardt. And clearly taken by Andy Gorham. Reinhardt won the UEFA Cup medal with Bayer Leverkusen back in '88. They're drafted into the side tonight, but again it gives you a measure of the experience of many of these players who have been at the very top level. So led up by Gascoigne. There's Goff. Under pressure there from Herrlich. While the flag has gone up just below us against Rangers. Free kick awarded to Dortmund. Zock. Switch of play by him. It's picked up by Stefan Freund. Well, still the snow falling, but not quite as heavily as it was just before kick-off. Played through by Reinhardt and well appreciated. Up forward by Berger. It's Muller. Will slip by him there, but the chance is on here for Frank, but he's wide with that one, and David Robertson it was who come forward to meet him, but that's doing just enough to put him off.
It was Reinhardt that started the move on the left-hand side with the nice flick. They almost managed to make enough room for the shot there. David Robertson was the player trying to close down. And we were talking about how difficult it was going to be for the players. It's going to be difficult for the two goalkeepers as well.
Of course, Andy Gorham, with the problems he's had to his knees, David, I think he'll want to get through unscathed.
Well, we already saw a few minutes ago there Alan McLaren taking the first goal kick, so clearly Walter Smith will be concerned with half a league programme to complete back in Scotland that Andy Gorham doesn't sustain another injury here tonight.
Played through looking for Herrlich. Clarence there though. Gary Bowen. For Jury, who's very quickly closed down there by Martin Cray. So it's a decision that goes Rangers' way. McCall, which was played by Laudrup. It was Reinhardt who came out of defence, and here he is again, charging forward. Richard Goff's ahead of him. Well, Andy Gorham tried to pick out one of his own men there, and that was intercepted by Berger. So Frank just leaves it to Reinhardt. Again, getting the vital touch there against Stuart McCall. It's knocked out of play by Alec Cleland. A promising start to this match is Victor Reinhardt. This is Muller. It's Stefan Freund. Laudrup goes in to challenge. The ball bounces awkwardly up. It's knocked through there by Walters, but the offside flag has gone up on the far side. That's a good ball through by Gascoigne now, and there's no flag here. It's a chance for Charlie Miller. He's got support as well coming in from Laudrup, and Rangers take the lead. Paul Gascoigne with a magnificent pass through to Charlie Miller. He kept a calm head. He had support from Laudrup, who dispatched the ball beyond Stefan Klos. Borussia Dortmund 0, Rangers 1.
Well, Gascoigne back deep looking for the short free kick from Richard Goff, managing to release Charlie Miller there. Dortmund caught square at the back, and Laudrup with great support work there to get inside him and on the end of it. So the perfect start for Rangers. Charlie Miller getting the ball through, great running by Laudrup. Rangers have made the start they wanted. Tonight they were hoping to salvage some pride, and of course if they can take home the winner's purse as well, that goes towards new players, but here come Dortmund now pushing through. It's Berger. And McLaren steps in now. To Gascoigne, a lovely measured pass. Rangers again are getting players forward here, and that's another good one through from Gascoigne. Again, Rangers are getting plenty of players forward, but on this occasion David Robertson just couldn't find a way through. But again, it was promising the way Rangers were breaking forward there, and again Gascoigne hit an excellent pass. This is Laudrup. Again, a stumble by Laudrup, but he does well. He gets away from Freund. And the ball bounces high and awkwardly. And the backheel flip from Gascoigne. Down to McCall.
Gascoigne. Gascoigne doing well. It's Jury, it's Gascoigne again. He just failed to get a touch on that one. Still Rangers have it though. And the chances are again. And it was Laudrup who struck the shot, and Klaus did ever so well. I don't know how much he knew about it. It was hit by power from point-blank range, but the break's on now. It's Muller playing it through for Berger. McLaren's there though. Gorham's under pressure, but reacts well. That's Reinhardt. Dortmund are trying hard here to get back into this match. It's Muller sending it across now to Stefan Freund. It's McLaren who chests that one down. That's Gascoigne. Falls behind Laudrup, but Jury's there to lend support. This is Charlie Miller. And the goal has certainly given Rangers confidence. It's Laudrup. Cross to Goff. This is McLaren. Gascoigne again full of running. Strikes a good ball again through for Cleland. Charlie Miller's on the far side. Gordon Jury's arriving. It's given away. This is Thomas Frank. Through now to Berger. Again, you can see Thomas Frank running through to support at every opportunity. Andreas Muller now for Dortmund. So the Rangers fans are certainly making themselves heard. And this big crowd. That's Frank now who strikes it forward, but all the way through to Andy Gorham. So the Dortmund coach already out on the edge of the pitch.
Been a very encouraging start by Rangers, and they want to go out with a bit of style this evening. They spent most of their time chasing the section, having lost the first match against Steaua Bucharest, but it's been an encouraging start tonight, and the man who turned the first game in Glasgow, Paul Gascoigne, already the influential figure.
Through towards Freund, but he's got possession. It's Gascoigne again. He's really enjoying himself through now for Laudrup. Jury's in the middle. Charlie Miller's there as well. And Dortmund get it away. But again, it was Gascoigne behind the move. He really is striking fine form now. Meanwhile, it's Muller playing it through. It's picked up by Berger. And a shot by him into the side netting. And goal kick indicates the referee. So that's 15 minutes gone at the Westfalen Stadium here in Dortmund, and Rangers lead by 1-0. Laudrup the scorer. It's a stadium this with many memories for Scots. The national team played here in the World Cup back in '74, and in more recent years Motherwell and Celtic have been here also, and Murdo MacLeod, of course, played for Dortmund for 3 seasons, and he's fondly remembered here. In fact, there's a very glowing article about him in tonight's match programme. So the free kick now to be taken by Muller. Slips it forward, Goff watches it carefully, but it's driven through, and that's the equaliser from Andreas Muller. Andy Gorham looks on in despair. Otmar Hitzfeld is a happier man. But Andreas Muller strikes it with power. It was Muller himself who clipped it forward. Goff managed to head it away, but Muller was following through. I think the ball took a deflection there, and certainly Andy Gorham had no chance.
Riedler does well there to back in. Delightfully weighted chip there by Andy Muller. Riedler backing into Richard Goff. And a good finish, and again Andy Gorham struggling with the footing there to move his feet and get down to it.
In fact, no deflection there, but a wicked curl in that ball as Andreas Muller hit it. So 1-0 apiece now. The threat still very much up front from Dortmund, and very much in the midfield as well, with Zock and Muller operating in that area. But Zock getting the initial touch. Wolters sending it through. Switch of play now to Reinhardt. And now it's Dortmund playing with a lot of confidence. It's Berger. And he gets away from the attentions of McLaren. This is Michael Zock. And Dortmund now pushing lots of players forward. And there's another chance on here, but it's McLaren who gets it away from Wolters. Now the break's on for Rangers. Charlie Miller started a run through the middle. And here he is, but quickly challenged there by Frank. But again, good play by Gascoigne. Jury now tries the crossfield pass. He was trying to pick out Alec Cleland, but just a bit ambitious in these conditions. There was Richard Gough under pressure from Riedle. And Andreas Möller, well, left foot or right foot, it matters not. Tremendous shot by him. Now the turn of the Dortmund fans to celebrate. So Wolters, Friend sends it through. Boland gets it clear. Decision goes Rangers' way. It's just a bit of slackness there by Richard Gough. And the conditions making things extremely difficult for both sets of players. Here's another chance on now for Andreas Möller. Just overhit that one. And again, just impossible for Reinhardt to keep his feet on this frozen, rock-hard surface. So Thomas Frank. And that's Zock. Andreas Möller, Berger. Again, Reinhardt is running in support. Berger tries one up, but behind for the goal kick.
He never caught it properly, but Dortmund have come back into the game. Rangers may live to regret the few chances they had there in the early stages. Chance certainly to go 2, maybe even 3 up, but Dortmund now dictating the pace. With
just 2 defeats in 23 games this season, Dortmund will be anxious to win again, no doubt about that. And it's Andreas Möller who's very much for inspiration again tonight. And right across the face of goal, and cleared by Cleland. Touched by McCall, who did well under pressure. Played off by Jury, now it's Gascoigne. So it's 20 minutes gone as the pass is struck through looking for Cleland. Klos, who played so well in the match against Juventus in Turin, which was a tape of that a few days ago, and certainly Juventus might have been 3 up before Dortmund scored their opener, but it was thanks to the brilliance of Klos, a little help from the woodwork, that they got that very good result there, which really ended Rangers' hopes. It's all the way back to Klos again. Joined the club when just 17 years of age. He's been the under-21 keeper, and he's knocking loudly on the door now for international honours. Play on, here's the referee, and it's a chance for Laudrup. Dortmund managed to scramble it clear. Well, Dortmund were looking for a free kick. The referee, who's trying to let the game flow as much as possible. Well, things to go on, and here's Laudrup again. Through for Gascoigne. Challenge well forward, but it's cut out. Touched that by Andreas Möller. This is Frank. Riedle showing great determination, forcing his way through the middle. This is Cleland by McLaren, and as far as Berger. And Andreas Möller did well with the header. It's Berger again, finding Reinhardt. And it's swept away by Charlie Miller. Jury's very much on his own. So 3, sending it through. Challenge was in from Stuart McCall. So Thomas Frank. Again, Andreas Möller runs deep to take possession. He's involving himself in just about everything. So Martin Krejv. So Berger. That's Reinhardt. This is their friend. So Frank playing it short again. Andreas Möller has come deep. He's very much dictating the play at the moment. Let's get across now to Craig. Reinhardt. That's Frank. Stringing the passes together. Still slowing things down a bit. It's a good turn by Wolters. And Richard Goff did well because Heiko Herrlich was just ready to pounce on that loose ball. Goff got it away. It's played straight to Andreas Möller, the last man that Rangers want to give the ball away to. German fans are enjoying themselves now. It's Möller again. It's played through by Berger, and Gary Boland did well under pressure.
He read that well, Gary Boland there, but once again Andy Möller involved.
So backheel flick from Berger. It's Gascoigne now who drops deep. Played by McLaren to McCall. Rangers get out of that tight situation very well indeed. That was good passing. Now it's Laudrup. Charlie Miller runs through the middle. Robertson's on the far side. This is Jury. Gascoigne. Played off by Jury again. Gascoigne tries to switch the play, but it was cut out by Riedle. Breaks on again. Herrlich starts a run and support. There he is. Clipping it through, looking for Stefan Freund. And the flag is up on the far side, and then the free kick is awarded. Stefan Freund taken out of the play. It's a promising build-up there by Dortmund. They certainly had plenty of support forward. The push players through for the set piece. Meanwhile, Stefan Freund is having a word with his coach, Hitzfeld. So it's 25 minutes gone. It's 1 goal apiece here. And just it's away from Richard Goff. It's played through by Cleland. That's Gordon Jury. Cleland's kept moving up that right-hand side. It's Gascoigne. Takes a second bite at it, but Herrlich is in there, making his presence felt. Gascoigne tumbles, and the referee awards the free kick to Rangers. Set off by Laudrup. Boland. Across to McLaren. Goff's pass, not a good one. Charlie Miller battles hard to regain possession. It's Dortmund who have it. It's Frank. Cross now to Patrick Berger. Once again, it's Andreas Möller. Then the pass is being strung together. Zock knocks it forward. Takes the return from Stefan Freund. It's Freund again. Back to Zorc. Good players by Dortmund in these difficult conditions, and the crowd are enjoying it. It's Berger trying one. And got him forced into the save. Patrick Berger, who was signed from Slavia Prague for £750,000. He plays for the Czech Republic. Meanwhile, Rangers have got the free kick just inside their own half. Play again by Gascoigne, trying to force a play forward. Header there from Gordon Jury. Charlie Miller plays it through, but just over the top of Gascoigne and out for the goal kick. There's the Rangers management team. Walter Smith, Archie Knox, Davy Dodge there. Walter Smith has been concerned about this pitch. He was actually here this morning at the back of 9 o'clock, and the first thing he did was make sure that some new footwear was brought in to try and combat this situation. This is Gascoigne. Drops wide right. Gascoigne checks his stride, cuts in, tries to find Charlie Miller. It's McLaren getting a touch. Karl-Heinz Riedle, a bit of a gap opens up. Berger's running in support. Herlich's ahead of him. This is Berger. Well, he brought out a save from Andy Gorham just a few moments ago. Herlich's trying to force his way through. But, the referee has spotted an infringement and awarded the free kick to Rangers.
Well, the 1-2s that the Germans play on the edge of the box are difficult enough normally to defend against, but even more so on this surface. Rangers just seem to have lost the initiative that they had early on in the match.
Here's Laudrup. Through now for Robertson. This is Miller. Robertson's kept the run going, but the flag is up against the Rangers fullback. Robertson's had to overcome his injury problems this season. But, he's getting a run of games going again, which is good news for the Ibrox side. As, after this game, they return to the challenge of retaining the championship. This is Muller. When he makes himself available, that runs away from him though. There he is again though, taking the pass from Berger. Berger keeps going, and Stuart McCall just fails to keep that one in play, and Dortmund have the corner kick. So it's half an hour gone. Borussia Dortmund 1, Rangers 1. Laudrup for Rangers, then Andreas Muller for Dortmund. So it's Karl-Heinz Riedle, number 9, Herrlich, 11. And there's a chance on here for Zorc, and Andy Gorham did well to dig in. McLaren was there as well, but the ball fell for Michael Zorc, and that could easily have been number 2 for Dortmund. Boland's head up. Gascoigne, but the flag has gone up. That ball had just gone out of play. Just have the throw. Gascoigne is looking extremely busy. So I want to get as much out of this game as he can before starting his suspension. He's due back, if memory serves me correctly, on Boxing Day. This is Reinhardt. One played in. Herrlich, who's so good in the air, got the initial touch on that one. This is Walters. Taking on Robertson, doing well to get in the cross. Herrlich was in there again. And Gary Boland made the block there on Michael Zorc. He's the man who had the chance just a few moments ago. Again, the home crowd getting behind the side, in the sense that there's another goal imminent. Certainly looking the more likely team at the moment. It's Andreas Muller, who's taken out of the play. The referee has the yellow card out.
That's needless, really, because Andy Muller's going nowhere there. Nice to see Muller getting up and offering the handshake.
That means there's a confirmation that Gascoigne, who had an earlier booking, was booked in Bucharest. And that gives him a one-match European ban next time he plays. Rangers obviously will be hoping that they have another campaign coming up in the new season. They'll be hoping he's part of it, but that would mean he would miss the initial match. In comes the cross. The Rangers defenders under great pressure there, but goes behind for the goal kick. Heinz Riedle scored in his comeback match and come off the bench for the match against Juventus in Turin. And Dortmund will be delighted to see him back. And this is Martin Cray, one of the scorers at Ibrox. Stuart McCall. This is McLaren. It's chested down by Gascoigne. Long one from him again, looking for Charlie Miller, but Frank deals with that one. A touch from Zorc. It's picked up by Walters. He's patrolling that right flank effectively, both defensively and in attack. Again, Rangers push forward, and full credit to both sets of players. They're doing their utmost to provide entertainment on this hugely difficult surface. But, just a little flash of temper from Gary Bowen getting involved there with Herrlich. It was Richard Gough who had come across and conceded the free kick. And they're looking for the head of Herrlich. Gough's there. It's not very effectively cleared. Gets away with it though. It's picked up by Gascoigne. Laudrup. Gascoigne again. And Stuart McCall. Switch of play by him to David Robertson. In comes Stefan Freund. That's Cray, who's covering a lot of ground. This is Patrick Berger. So just 10 minutes of this first half to go here at the Westfalen Stadium. It's Borussia Dortmund 1, Rangers 1. Laudrup opening the score for Rangers. Then Andreas Muller grabbing the equaliser. And since then, Dortmund have looked the likelier side. And it's this man, Muller, who's making them tick. So he leaves it. And now it's Reinhardt, a player who's been effective in this first half. And so too has Berger, who's in possession. It's Cray. Draws on to Frank. It's laid off by Herrlich. This is Karl-Heinz Riedle. Trying to get away from Gough and McLaren, trying to force his way through. He's doing well here, but it's Gary Bowen who sweeps it clear. The header from Stefan Freund. And again, Jury's that lone roll up front, and there's not much he could do about that situation. As you can see, Laudrup was trying to support him as much as possible. And that one almost crept through to Berger. It'll be interesting to see if Walter Smith is tempted to send on McCoist or Solanko at some stage, but certainly McCoist has had an ankle problem which has been strapped up in recent times, and again this surface will perhaps cause him a problem. This is Reinhardt. Well, he does well, steps away from Cleland. The cross falls in behind the strike force, and it's picked up by Charlie Miller for Rangers. Now for Gascoigne, who's quickly closed down. This is McLaren. Gascoigne again is doing plenty of running off the ball, plenty of movement from him tonight. Here he is again. Caught on that occasion. Still Rangers have it though, through McLaren. This is Goff. Boland. Through now for Charlie Miller, and that's a free kick. Little nudge there by Zock and Miller. Miller, who did so well in the build-up to Rangers' goal. Superb pass through from Gascoigne, and Charlie Miller teed it up for Laudrup, who had also made an excellent run. One goal apiece it is. As Rangers push forward again. Goff's up there, but not on the end of that one. Berger comes in to challenge Cleland. This is Stuart McCall sweeping in the cross. Misunderstanding there defensively, but Dortmund get it away. Only as far as Laudrup. Robertson's pushed forward on the far side. It's played through though to Charlie Miller, and that was charged down by Thomas Frank. Rangers have the corner kick. So again, Rangers starting to push their way back in. They made an excellent start, and then Dortmund pegged them back, and it looked as though they were capable of taking the lead. So again, Rangers showing in these last few minutes that they are still carrying a bit of a threat here. So Laudrup, who sends it in, moved off went after that one, but slightly lost his footing and his bearings. And this is Stefan Freund, picked up by Wolters. It's Frank to Berger. Reinhardt's away ahead of him. So picked up now by Muller. Berger keeps his run going. Still Dortmund have it again. It's Andreas Muller. It's teed up for him again, but just runs away from him. Again, the conditions playing a big part in things. This is Laudrup pushing forward. There's Muller. Runs back to help out. He's to the left by Laudrup. So Stuart McCall. McLaren's going to try one here. But never really bothering Stefan Kloss all of that much. But he certainly packs a good shot, does Alan McLaren. And again, the management team constantly on at him, that he should be getting a few more goals and having a crack like that more often. So just 5 minutes of the first half to go here at the Westfalen Stadium. One goal apiece. This is Andreas Muller. Moving it now to Frank. To drop deep, to pick up possession and show patience as well, attempting to start a build-up. This is Thomas Frank. Long one played through there looking for Herrlich. And the referee has awarded a free kick to Dortmund. Herrlich close to 4.2 million. Record signing from Borussia Mönchengladbach. That's an indication of the spending power of Dortmund. They were one of the more modest clubs a number of years ago, but things have really picked up for them. And there's a lot of refurbishment going on at the stadium now as well, to take the capacity up over 50,000. And they do have quite incredible support, passionate support. It's played through now by Laudrup, looking for Cleland. Martin Quays there. It's behind for the goal kick. But, Borussia and Dortmund now have 28,000 season ticket holders, twice as many as Bayern Munich. So it shows you that the power base has been switched. So just under 3 minutes of the first half left. Borussia Dortmund 1, Rangers 1. It's a header from Richard Gough, a touch by Stuart McCall. Here's Laudrup. It's Gascoigne. Through for Jury. Gascoigne did well there. It's Laudrup again. Jury. McLaren slipping it through, looking for Charlie Miller. Dortmund managed to scramble it clear. It was Riedle who got his head to the ball. Comes McLaren. And that's a throw to Borussia Dortmund. But just the 4 championship wins in their history, Dortmund. Last season's being the first for 32 years, which came on the final day of the season. They beat Hamburg 2-0 as Werder Bremen lost 3-1 to Bayern Munich, and that's what decided it all very dramatically. Again, the home fans cheering on the side as Patrick Berger picks up the play. This is Andreas Müller. It's Berger again. It's Reinhardt. Pushes forward, leaves it to Berger. This is Martin Kreh. Cross to Frank. Again, Dortmund happy to knock the ball about. Fans indulging in the Mexican wave. So we're inside the final minute of the first half. Again, the referee has the card out. Charlie Miller is the offender this time.
I don't think there's a great deal in that either. I think the conditions had their part to play there as well.
Again, this was something that Walter Smith was talking about this morning. The danger of picking up a number of yellow cards in these conditions. That's 2 Rangers players booked, Gascoigne and Miller. It's Riedle who jumped for that one. Gough gets it clear. And that's the shot going on from Reinhardt. So the final seconds of the first half. Taking away. It's again. Dortmund come forward. It's Müller. Moved up by Riedle. Going high over the top. Karsten Wolters. Well, David, we're into stoppage time. Your overall thoughts?
Well, I think Walter Smith will be entitled to feel quite satisfied at the result, but he may feel that Rangers should have taken advantage of the spell they had early in the match when they scored. And at that stage, Thomas Frank was playing them on side just about every time they came forward. They did have another couple of chances, didn't take them. Dortmund came back into it, a well-worked goal, and 1-1 at half-time.
So the referee sounds the whistle. Laudrup it was who gave Rangers a lead, but Andreas Müller pulled it back. The half-time score here in Dortmund is Borussia Dortmund 1, Rangers 1. So the teams are re-emerging. Dortmund were the first German club to win a European trophy, the Cup Winners' Cup. That was at Hamden back in '66 against Liverpool. And in fact, a match that Celtic should have played in, except for a blunder by a French referee in the semi-final, who later admitted his mistake. But you know, we're talking about great names in the Dortmund side at the moment, Davey. But you know, they'd Hans Tolkowski, the goalkeeper, Sigi Held, Lothar Emmerich, yep. All great names that went on to play in the World Cup final at Wembley just a few months later. So a club with a fair pedigree. So the teams back out on the field. The referee has arrived as well, and let's hope they can turn on the same entertainment in these conditions. There's the strike force, Nico Herrlich facing us, and Karl-Heinz Riedle, the number 9. So here we go for the second half. early touch for Richard Gough. Certainly, there could well have been a foul on him. That's the equaliser for Dortmund. But again, the Dortmund strikers doing extremely well on that occasion, putting the Rangers skipper under pressure. This is Laudrup now, trying to find and use the pace of David Robertson.
He made some good runs in the first half, David Robertson. I heard Charlie Nicholas say back in Glasgow there that Charlie Miller had made some good runs from the midfield, but Robertson too has been ever willing as usual, and if they could get the ball into his feet a bit quicker, they may get something from that.
Well, some German fans just in front of us have arrived with ice-cold beer. I don't believe it. This is Stuart McCall, playing it through, touched by McLaren, and Boland reacts quickly, and it's through now for Gascoigne. Charlie Miller runs ahead of him. Robertson's up there as well. Still it's Gascoigne. Here's Miller now. And Dortmund getting plenty of bodies behind the ball. Here comes Stuart McCall. Jury does well. This is McLaren. So Gary Boland to Gascoigne. Charlie Miller's pass just goes astray. It's Andreas Miller playing it through. And a good play by Andy Gorham. Back to Boland it goes. This is Miller. Gascoigne. Jury. Boland again. Back to Gascoigne. Robertson. It's Laudrup. Gascoigne again. McCall starts a run through the middle. Behind for the goal kick. Well, Dortmund have certainly been building up well over recent years. They finished fourth and then second in the 3 years before winning the title last season. There's Ruben Souza, one of the substitutes, a Uruguayan international player, just warming up, and wise man he is too when he's got the opportunity. It's Jury almost getting through. It's Karl-Heinz Riedle now laying it off to Patrick Berger. This is Reinhardt, who had an excellent first half, and Berger again, who was full of running in those opening 45 minutes. And here's a chance on now. And Gary Boland's clearance is punished as Dortmund take the lead. Karl-Heinz Riedle slamming the ball beyond Andy Gorham. Gary Boland tried to make the clearance, got his heel to it. He was under pressure there from Miller, and in came Riedle. The right foot shot drilled into the far corner. Borussia Dortmund 2, Rangers 1.
It's a great finish. It's the first real chance he's had in the match. Patrick Berger managed to get in behind Stuart McCall down the left-hand side. Boland again, I would imagine, struggling with his footing. Not a very good clearance at all, and Riedle drilling it past Gorham.
So he's certainly back now with a bang after his serious injuries. A man who's won 42 caps for his country. But here come Rangers now. It's David Robertson, but he loses his footing. Again, the German fans celebrate.
He's been out a long time. I'm glad to see him back, and he really is a class act.
He's a player that's changed hands for an awful lot of money. He cost Lazio 5.5 million from Werder Bremen back in 1990, and it cost almost the same again to bring him here to the Westfalen Stadium. I think the strike force alone, Davey, is worth some £10 million, which is roughly what this club will make out of this season's Champions League. So Rangers anxious to get on with things. This is Laudrup. Flipping it through, it's a good ball too. Picked up by Cleland. Chance on here for Charlie Miller. And just wide of target. Good build-up by Rangers. And, Charlie Miller, well, not quite noted yet for his finishing. sending that one just beyond the left-hand post of Stefan Klos. So that's 50 minutes gone here. 2-1 to Borussia Dortmund. And Gorum beaten by 2 very good shots indeed. One by Muller and then one by Riedle. Laudrup is a man who had opened the scoring for Rangers. And this is Muller. Cross now for Wolters. So Riedle through to Muller. Dortmund looking very much the part again in this second half. But it's McLaren who clears. It's picked up by Gascoigne. What Rangers want to do now is get a few passes together, get themselves right back into things. The idea is Stuart McCall pushing forward, being shadowed by Stefan Freund. It's McLaren. Makes way towards McCall. This is McLaren again. So Richard Goff. That's Gascoigne. He's impeded, and Rangers have the free kick. Gascoigne again, clipping it through, but no problem for Stefan Klos. He made a vital penalty save a couple of years back, which got his side into the UEFA Cup final. But they lost out in that final to Juventus. He's a big favourite with the fans here. And now it's Karsten Wolters. It's a crossfield pass from Zock. Lovely played through there by Craig. And it's Luke Reinhardt. He was trying to get forward, claiming there that he'd been pushed. But here's the build up to the goal. Berger it was who struck the ball in. Gary Bolin tried to clear, and Karl-Heinz Riedle drilled it away. Superb goal. Here come Rangers now. It's Robertson. Played through by Gascoigne, trying to pick out Charlie Miller. But Thomas Frank was well in control of that situation. However, Riedle wasn't. Again, the conditions playing a part. Gascoigne. That's Robertson. Bolin. Goff. Through for Jury, who's had to come deep, and he's caught in possession. It's Andreas Muller now who's pushing through. And the claims for handball, but the referee is turning him down, moving play on. It's Rangers on the attack. It's Gascoigne. David Robertson just ahead of him. Lost his footing. Here comes Laudrup though. Now it's Jury, he's going to try one here, it's a good effort. And Stefan Klos got a touch on that one. The corner kick is awarded. But Jury saw a little gap opening up, struck it well. And just a touch there from the goalkeeper to knock it over. So better things coming from Rangers again. And it's Laudrup who strikes this one, looking for Goff, but that was Herrlich back doing some defending. Lead off there by Gascoigne. Here's Laudrup. Through for Cleland. He gets in the cross, but again Richard Goff was struggling for that one. Bolin does well though. Gets it away there from Wolters. And he takes on Craig. So it's Gary Bolin. Again he does extremely well. Provides a decent cross as well. It's Wolters who gets it away. Good play out by Gary Bolin, but here come Dortmund now. It's Herrlich. Wolters. Flip forward by Wolters. It's Goff challenging with Herrlich. It's a difficult one for Robertson. But Rangers have the throw. Dortmund want to take it through Karsten Wolters. So 55 minutes gone. Borussia Dortmund 2, Rangers 1. It's Gascoigne inside his own penalty area. Shows good skill. Just have to watch so he doesn't overdo it in that area. It's away by Bolin, from by Zock. This is Zock again. Berger. Given away though to Richard Goff. Here's Gascoigne, Jury. Goff again. Throws for Cleland. Struggling to control the ball. It's the scorer of the second goal, Karl-Heinz Riedle. It's getting on by Charlie Miller, trying to pick out Jury. This is Zock. Berger.
They'll be quite happy now to keep possession and knock it about. They're quite happy with the score. It's up to Rangers now to try and take the initiative from them, get forward.
So Riedle pushing through again, but fortunately for Rangers, managed to get it away. It's picked up by Gascoigne. Certainly the performance of Karl-Heinz Riedle tonight, his goal apart, will have warmed the supporters on this cold evening. He is looking back to his very best. Here's Laudrup now. Can he conjure something up here? Still it's Laudrup. Breaks away now to Gordon Jury. Laudrup still there in support. That's a late challenge going in from Frank on Jury, who's on the deck. As Laudrup delivers that one, and there'll be a yellow card shown there. But, Gordon Jury is still on the ground, and Frank made a rash challenge. So the yellow card is shown to him. It doesn't do him any damage in terms of the quarter-finals. He caught Gordon Jury, but Jury now happily is back on his feet as the Spanish referee gets his notes up to date. Goff going for that one, just losing out. It's played through by Gary Bolin. Through by Frank. Cleland digs in there for Rangers, and in fact, he's got the throw in as the Dortmund coach looks on. And there's a number of Swiss clubs. Then Stuttgart, who won the championship, and then moved on here, and he's enjoying a successful spell. This is Gary Bolin. Through now for Gascoigne. Robertson started a run down the left-hand side. Goff's well forward in support. That's Robertson. Gascoigne again. Working hard to try and create an opening. That's Gary Bolin. Back to McLaren. Dortmund with everyone behind the ball. As Bolin plays it through to Miller. Bolin's kept moving forward, but that's cut out by Wolters. And now it's Muller. And the break's on here. Riedle is ahead of him. Kerlich's in the middle. Berger's arriving as well. It's Muller. McLaren who comes out of defence. Laudrup loses out. Oh. This is Wolters. Zock takes the return. Berger. Challenged by McCall, steps away from him quite nicely though. It's Muller playing it through now to Riedle. Wolters is running in support. Here he is. The early cross by him comes off Robertson. Indicates corner kick. So some fresh pressure now coming up for Andy Gorham and his defenders.
Good support there from Carsten Wolters on the right-hand side, but once again, Andy Moller involved, and you can see why on this performance tonight that Borussia was so anxious to bring him back from Juventus.
So That's an hour of the match gone. Dortmund lead Rangers by 2-1. Muller and Riedler for Dortmund after Laudrup had given Rangers an early lead. Berger who strikes it, away by McCall, picked up by Jury. The Rangers are pushing forward now and led out by Richard Goff. Cleland races away ahead of him. This is Cleland. Again, Dortmund quickly get players behind the ball. This is McLaren. Blocked there by Muller. Now it's Herrlich, who's very much on his own at the moment. He's well challenged by Richard Goff. And Goff stumbles as the ball runs out of play.
They're going to have to get the ball forward a little bit quicker. I think Rangers just delaying a little bit there, and by the time the forward pass was made, Dortmund had everybody behind the ball.
This is Laudrup for Rangers. There's Gascoigne. Again, Robertson is sprinting forward on the far side of the field. It's played through though for Laudrup. Stefan Freund is with him. In comes Cleland, gets in a good cross, but no power in the header from Gordon Jury. But better play that by Rangers, and claims for handball against Gary Boland, who was spotted by the linesman just below us. Free kick, which is quickly taken. Set off by Riedler. This is Andreas Muller. Zock. Back to Stefan Freund. And it's pushing forward. This is Frank with a good run. He needs some support here though. And just force him wide and force him back. But, still he has it. Picks out Andreas Muller. Reinhardt provides a cross. The header goes in there from Riedler. So dangerous. Times those runs so well. The name of Riedler sounds around the Westfalen Stadium. It's a huge welcome back for him. Walters. Jury challenge as well against Freund, but again Dortmund have it. It's Frank playing it forward. This is Martin Kreh. First time ball from Zock. Up by Berger. And it's Kreh, just leaving it now. Again, Dortmund are happy to knock it about. They're in the driving seat here. Try and draw Rangers out. Get them quickly. So they're getting players forward again. It's that man Riedler. Great play by him. He just pulls his shot wide of target. But so often tonight he's run positively at that Rangers defence, and he almost made the opening again.
He's just so aggressive. He's almost like a British type centre forward. He's strong. Gets the break of the ball as it bounces a bit high off the hard surface here over David Robertson, and just drags the shot wide of the target. But he's had a super game tonight, and obviously a very popular player here.
And of course, Chapuis still to come back as well. So they do have a quite fearsome strike force and kind of depth now in the squad. That should give Ajax a test, although the Dutch side have shown themselves to be absolutely exceptional in this tournament in the past couple of years. So the free kick just outside the Rangers penalty area. Again, a number of players here who are capable of striking from this range. Back there for Riedler, who's going to leave the field now. And he's well appreciated by the crowd. Fans get right behind him. So good Petrosky comes on. Another player with experience, won the Super Cup medal in 1989 and got his championship medal as well last season. And Gorum, happy to see that go behind. Andreas Muller, meanwhile, is giving a point to the referee. And just past the right-hand post, Andy Gorum. So you have to watch it carefully. Well, it's Robertson for Rangers. It's Gary Boland. Looking there for Gordon Dury. And again, asking a lot of him. So Stefan Klos. Loving the ball. And the Dortmund coach is out there. Looking over happy, but certainly his side on course to pick up the points again, and the pot of gold that goes with it. It's Charlie Miller playing that one through, looking for Laudrup. He's closed down by Craig. It's McLaren, Goff, and it's Herrlich who's making the Rangers defenders work that little bit harder. It was difficult for them to break forward. This is Gary Boland. Robertson. He's closed down and turned by Walters. Robertson shows persistence and he gets the free kick. So still Borussia Dortmund lead by 2-1. Muller and Riedle, the scorers. Laudrup for Rangers. Dortmund pushing forward again. And it's that man Muller. It's cut out by McLaren. And it's Gascoigne. Laudrup starts a run. So too does Charlie Miller. But, Thomas Frank did just enough there. Got a foot in.
Good ball nevertheless, though, by Paul Gascoigne. Once again, good mobility from midfield, young Charlie Miller. And he'll have learned an awful lot from his Champions League matches this season.
The Rangers management team have been preaching at him. He's got to improve the first touch, and he's got to get himself into scoring positions and start dispatching the ball into the net. And if he can achieve that, he'll be some player. Just 19 years of age, Charlie Miller, so still very much of the learning process going on. Well, it's Gascoigne. Looking for Cleland. Comes McLaren. And it's a bit wayward, but you have to have every sympathy with the players operating in these circumstances tonight. So still the instructions come from the coach.
Gascoigne having to go so deep for the ball now. He's not really doing any damage. They have to try and get him forward a wee bit. Just frustration. He's not really in the game and he's having to go and take it off the back. The back players, they have to get him further forward.
This is Charlie Miller. Doing well, keeping possession, getting it through to Cleland. It's Gordon Dury. And Stefan Freund did enough there to block him. Dury trying the first time effort. As Cleland delivered it. But, good defending, and now it's Dortmund breaking again. And that's a free kick. Zock taken out of the play by Miller, who indicates that he himself had slipped. By Frank. That's Walters. It's Berger. So that's 70 minutes gone now, and still Dortmund lead by 2-1 here in the Westfalen Stadium. It's Patrick Berger. Again, the patient build-up, slow build-up. The pass is being knocked about by Dortmund. This is Stefan Freund. And he's well challenged by Robertson. It was Stefan Freund just a few moments ago who made that very good blocking challenge on Gordon Jury. Time check there in the Dortmund dugout. Of course, they go into hibernation now, and they'll be quite happy with their first half for the season, leading the league and qualifying for the Champions League quarter-finals. This is Berger pushing forward, but Andy Gorham deals with that one comfortably.
Even in these conditions tonight, you can see that Dortmund really are a good side, and it's remarkable the way that they come back from that disastrous first match when they lost 3-1 in this very stadium to Juventus.
Well, I said earlier, Davey, that there could have been 3 down in Turin before they won that match. They were a trifle unlucky here that night as well, because they scored in the first minute, Dortmund, and lost an equaliser, and were unfortunate not to regain the lead. The ball didn't run for them that night, and there's no doubt they do have great quality. Any side that can go to Turin and achieve what they did proves a point. But an absolute classic home and away situation with Ajax, the current holders of the Champions Cup. And of course, despite the fact Rangers go out tonight, we'll be bringing you all of the Champions League action, as we've done in recent seasons. And there's no doubt Scots like watching the quality football, no matter who's involved in it. And again, this Champions League is creating record television audiences throughout the continent. It's a touch there by Cleland, but Dortmund get it away. It's McCall stepping in. Here's Gascoigne now. Still it's Gascoigne. Still trying extremely hard out there. A very good first half. Yeah, some superb passes. So Walter Smith looked on, still looking for his first win in this particular campaign. So the Rangers are going to have to do something quickly here. They made an excellent start to the match tonight, and certainly the supporters, 3,200 of them, still singing away and moving about as well to try and ward off the freezing temperatures here. I mentioned television audiences a few months ago. Here in Germany, they're averaging something like 8.5 million for Champions League matches, closely followed by Spain, 7.5 million, and the UK. Despite the disappointments of Rangers and Blackburn, almost 6.5 million have been tuning in. It really is huge business now. There's a lot of money at stake, and all the major advertisers involved. Here come Rangers now. The chance on for McCall. He's mishit that one, and Charlie Miller was coming through on the far side, and just thwarted there at the last moment by Kwiatkowski, the substitute. Still Rangers have it up. This is Gascoigne. Well, Gascoigne's claiming a free kick. The referee's telling him to get on with things. And the break's on here now for Dortmund. It's through now for Herrlich. He's got Berger to his left. He's got Müller to his right. This is Andreas Müller. Herrlich keeps his run going. It's great play there. Oh, terrific play by Andreas Müller. Coming so close to his second goal of the match. Lovely skills, and sending in a powerful effort.
Yeah, it all came from a slack pass at the other end by Paul Gascoigne, and Müller there having the time and the space as Rangers were caught short at the back. The shot just wide of the target. But for me, Müller has been the outstanding player on the pitch this evening.
Well, the referee is holding a red card in the air, and Paul Gascoigne is heading off the pitch. Well, an incredible end to Paul Gascoigne's night. He'd already been booked, and as we watched the replay, of Muller's shot. The referee turned round, brandished the red card, and Gascoigne has gone. 75 minutes played. So it's all ending in further misery for Rangers.
It's really folly on Paul Gascoigne's part there. He was needlessly booked in the first half for a foul on Andy Muller. And again, we have to assume he was booked for dissent there. I think he was claiming that there was a handball when his pass was intercepted, the pass that led to Muller's shot eventually. And once again, Paul Gascoigne unable to keep his discipline and a needless sending off.
Well, the referee certainly indicated him to calm down and wave play on, and as they moved up the park, obviously he's spoken out of turn, and after giving such a fine performance in the first half, he's blotted his copybook all over again, and the Rangers management will have to have a close look at his overall discipline. It's so disappointing that such a talented player can get himself so needlessly involved. You look back to the game in Bucharest, lunging into a challenge he didn't have to make, and here's another break on. It's Hurley, and again it's Andy Gorham to the rescue, but the danger's still not cleared. It's Berger, and it's Stuart McCall coming across to nick the ball away. Still Dortmund have it though. It's Muller. McCall is battling hard here, but Rangers down to 10 men. And it was a difficult enough night already, made even more difficult by the departure of Paul Gascoigne. You pay £4.2 million for a player, you don't expect them to pick up 2 yellow cards in such circumstances. So Dortmund still full of running. It's Berger trying to get away from Goff, but that's behind for the goal kick. So again, Davey, Paul Gascoigne will be the man making the headlines tomorrow.
Yeah, the thing that surprises me so much is that having spent 3 years in the most disciplined footballing environment in Europe, the Serie A, that he still seems incapable of controlling his temper. He should have known that having already had the yellow card, he couldn't afford to step out of line, and to be sent off for what we assume was dissent is an absolute disgrace. He's let the rest of the Rangers team down here tonight. Difficult enough playing this side with 11 men. You really can't afford to do that.
So Rangers are getting ready to make a change. Alec Cleland is the man leaving the field, and Ian Durant has come on. But it really is putting Walter Smith under a lot of pressure. And how do you defend a player who constantly lets you down in such a fashion? This is Stuart McCall. It goes to Goff. That's Gary Boland. McCall. This is Laudrup. Robertson's has started a run, checked out of it though. It's Boland. Boland again, and through for Laudrup. Laudrup trying to find the opening here, does well, gets away from Zort, but his cross drops in just behind for the goal kick. It's been a fairly disappointing championship, not just for Rangers but for Brian Laudrup, who joined up at Ibrox for the very reason of playing at the top level. Ian Durant there, who enjoyed a good Champions League campaign 3 years ago and scored some important goals, including the one in Marseille, a match which was effectively a semi-final of the European Cup. Had there been a winner that night, the team would have gone forward to the final. In the event that ended in a draw, well, the referee staring at Boland there, who showed a bit of dissent. The referee has already shown he'll take no nonsense. So Berger playing it through, and you see Reinhardt sliding across this treacherous surface. So just under 10 minutes left here at the Westfalen Stadium. Borussia Dortmund 2, Rangers 1, and Rangers reduced to 10 men. So nicely left there by Charlie Miller, laid off by Laudrup. Slack one by McCall, and the breaks on again. Dortmund start to 4 players forward. This is Walters. It's Gary Bowen who stepped in. Stuart McCall was who made the first challenge, and here is McCall. It's Durant. So Richard Goff pushing forward, and he scored a very good goal against Dortmund at Ibrox. Even if Rangers can get a draw here tonight, it lets them salvage some pride, but the ordering off of Gascoigne is another blow.
I think Walter Smith will just be glad to get out of here now without any injuries. He has the domestic season to think about now, and that, of course, if Rangers win the championship, will take them into the Champions Cup again. And the campaign has been something of a disaster, and once again here tonight, not a happy night for Rangers. Made an excellent start to the match, could have been 2 or 3 up, but has ended sadly with the departure of Paul Gascoigne.
So a couple of changes being made. Ruben Souza is coming on, and Nelly McCoist has come on for Rangers. Well, even from McCoy's point of view, if he can score here in these closing minutes, it would give him Rangers' European record. He's been chasing it now for 3 long years since he scored against Leeds United. He's in 12 European goals. He needs one to beat the record of Ralph Brand. And Ali McCoist has still to score in the Champions League, so that would remove that burden from his shoulders as well, if he can grab an equaliser here for Rangers. And this is Durant. Jury, McCoist. Jury topples right on the edge of the area, and the free kick is awarded just outside. Rangers players claiming it was inside, but the referee was right in line with things. But nonetheless, a chance here for Rangers to do something. Dortmund get the defensive wall lined up. It's Jury and McCoist who combined, and Jury taken out of the play by Thomas Frank, who in fact has already been booked, so he's a fortunate man. There he is.
I think it's very fortunate they're a cynical foul. They knew that Gordon Jury was in behind them. He was a fortunate man still to be on the pitch.
So it's driven right into the wall by David Robertson, and another chance goes a-begging.
It's Murphy's Law, isn't it? You know, you lose Paul Gascoigne and then you get a free kick on the edge of the box.
So a few of the Dortmund fans starting to go away from the stadium. They're happy enough with what they've witnessed tonight. This is McCall. Just quickly closed down that. It's Bowen to Robertson. Now it's Durant. Rangers might as well throw whatever caution there is left to the wind and chase this equaliser. They have nothing to gain by sitting back. And it's Ali McCoist. Robertson. It's picked up now by McCall. This is McLaren. And it breaks awkwardly for Stuart McCall. Jury's there. And the goal is given. Well, the Dortmund players are not happy about it, but Gordon Jury gets equaliser. There's jubilation among the Rangers fans. And Rangers battle on for their pride here. Gordon Jury, it was an awkward one here for Stuart McCall. It looked as though perhaps the chance had gone, but he managed to hook the ball over. And Gordon Jury did it first time. I don't know what the complaints would be about there, because he certainly looked to be played on as the ball was struck by the substitute, Katowski.
Yeah, good decision by the linesman there. And Gordon Jury, nobody deserves a goal more than he does. He's chased so many lost causes tonight.
Here's a chance on now, though. And it's Hitman Muller again. Tracking one towards goal. But it's Borussia Dortmund 2, Rangers 2. And Gordon Jury, who scored the important goal against the Northerners, which qualified Rangers for this section. Gets the equaliser, but you can see how close that one was from Andreas Muller. So the scoreline at present is exactly how the game between these sides at Ibrox finished. And we're inside the final minute of the match. So I'll correct that, 4 minutes left. So just reward for the Rangers fans who have made the long journey here. So giving them something to cheer about on this freezing cold night. 36 busloads, for a match that's come after Rangers are effectively out of the championship. It shows you the loyalty of their supporters. This is Gary Bowler. Under 3 minutes left now. It's laid off by Souza, the substitute, and a touch there from Andreas Muller. It's Berger who's fouled. Paul apologises. Dortmund have the free kick. The offside flag goes up, and the ball was headed in there by Souza, but the flag was up immediately before he made contact with the ball. Off the head of Zock, and there's no doubt that at that moment the substitute had strayed into an offside position. So just under 2 minutes now. This is Stuart McCall. First comes Thomas Frank. Slapped in there by Muller, it's picked up by Durant. Jury sends a good ball forward now to Laudrup. McCoist in the middle, he's very much on his own. Laudrup needs some support here as well. Durant's gone on a good run forward, and that's well taken by Stefan Klos. Get behind the side, we're looking for a winning goal here. So full credit to both sets of players for keeping going in these dreadful conditions. Inside the final minute now. It's McLaren who clears, only as far though as Wolters. This is Andreas Muller. Wolters is through again. It's Jury and Boland who combine with Goff. That was good play. It's Jury again. This is Laudrup. And Laudrup still pushes forward. So Rangers now go seeking the winning goal, and they've got the corner kick. Well inside this last minute. Laudrup has taken a knock in the process, but gets back to his feet.
You've got to give Rangers credit for the way they've finished this match with the 10 men. A lot of spirit to come back into it.
Perhaps they can wrap it all up here. We're now into stoppage time. There's a break now for Dortmund. It's Berger. across to Souza. Dortmund are starting to push players forward. Out of defence, and it's picked up now by Herrlich. He's got support from Wolters. And it's Bowen who looks in just ahead of Herrlich. Zock, Andreas Müller. Frank has moved forward to the edge of the area. Cut out though by Durant. High one from him. Carefully watched by Stefan Freund. As much as we would like to see Rangers get the winner, let's hope the Spanish referee doesn't add on 5 or 6 minutes tonight. Zock pushing forward. That comes off David Robertson and behind for the corner kick. So there's still some work to be done here by Andy Gorham and his defenders. Andreas Müller there, who's been absolutely outstanding tonight. Cross comes in and Rangers do well. McLaren it was who got the touch. The final whistle sounds and Rangers get a point out of their final game in this Champions League. They pick up a handsome check and they regain some pride. The final score here in Germany is Borussia Dortmund 2, Rangers 2.